A California rape suspect is arrested again after being released earlier for another crime. This as many California cities, San Francisco especially, are descending into chaos.
Our correspondent Sarah Williamson has those details and more. Sarah.
Good afternoon, guys. Yeah, this story is really quite harrowing. Weak bail laws and an unfortunate set of circumstances led to the agonising rape of a woman in a deserted Torrance Park in California. Now, 46-year-old Daryl Dean Waters of Los Angeles was arrested for misdemeanor possession of a dagger-style weapon, and less than 3 hours later, he was released from custody on his own recognisance. Now, the reason for his release was because it wasn't clear whether the case would be prosecuted by Torrance City Attorney's Office or the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office, so they just let him out. Now, police then had to arrest Waters again about 2 miles from the park, charging him with 1 felony count each of forcible rape, forcible oral copulation and sexual penetration by use of force. He remains in Los Angeles County Jail without bail. Officials say he also was convicted of robbery in 1994. Now, the most recent statistics available, which are from 2017, show that less than 1% of pretrial court county jails inmates were there for misdemeanor crimes. Now, the victim says that there must be more done for these individuals so that these individuals who are arrested on misdemeanor weapons charges, like Waters, are locked up for longer, because if they would have, she wouldn't have been raped. And she was also scared for her life and actually asked the perpetrator if she was going to be murdered. And she very well could have. She suffered some severe injuries there.
Absolutely terrifying. Let's open the floor and add former commissioner in the Giuliani and Bloomberg administration, Brian Andersson. Brian, I feel like we are it's kind of Groundhog Day with these stories that we keep hearing and hearing and hearing. But talk to us about the importance of bail reform. It certainly sounds like.
Well, certainly, and we do talk a lot about New York City. We're New York City based, and I'm from New York City, but it's not limited to us. We see this now. But how many lives are going to be ruined by these misinterpreted laws where we don't know we're going to try him, so let's let him out? Chances are this guy had been arrested many times before. He didn't look like he was, he looks like he's in need of services for mental health. And that's the problem. We have a lot of unaddressed mental health issues on the streets, putting people in danger. And I think until it happens to the electeds' families, they're not going to address this with the urgency it needs.
Well, it seems like people, though, are getting more and more worried every single day throughout the country, really. I mean, I used to live in Torrance, so there can be some crime there, but that's a violent crime, obviously. Yeah. And that's a situation which it would really annoy me that somebody is let go simply because they can't decide whether the city or the county is going to try them. It's like, well, somebody hold on to them.
Absolutely. And the thing is it actually says that the California Constitution says that you must keep them in jail until further notice if you believe they're going to be a threat to the society. Yeah. Now, this man had a weapon on him.
And a history.
And a history. Right. That means you would be a threat to society, does it not?
Right, so who's making these decisions?
Exactly.
Good question.
All right. Also in Los Angeles, police responded to a call of an assault with a deadly weapon. The suspect armed with a sword at the location. Upon officers' arrival, they observed the suspect walking in the middle of the street, brandishing a sword.
Hey, can I just throw this in, because you're a New York guy? I saw a guy with a sword on the subway a few months ago. He gets off the subway, he pulls out a sword, and he's walking around, and it's like, am I dreaming this? I mean, is that allowed? I mean, certainly you can't have a sword, right?
No, but, probably people just walked right by him as if, well, okay, now I've seen it all.
Yeah, but we know what happens. And the point being, people are getting away with stuff that it seems like a police force that was supported and encouraged, and people who were locked up, these things shouldn't be happening.
Exactly right. Yeah. We used to arrest people for jumping turnstiles, only to find out that they had other things that they've been arrested for and should have been held. And that's what started the crime descent in New York.
Yeah, I saw a poll, and I can't remember if it was in D.C. or in New York, that people aren't bothered that much by people that jump to turnstiles. I am, because like you said,
they're stealing.
It is stealing, and it's a sign of what these people are willing to do, step one. Who knows how many more steps they're willing to take?
Exactly right.
And that's why Giuliani, whom you served under, made this change, put
Precisely.
into
I
the
think
broken...
the reason they're not so bothered by it, though, is because there is so many dangerous crimes out there right now that this seems so little in the big pool of it. I mean, so many people yesterday were so upset about the fact that the bins are being told here in New York that they're meant to be put out on the sidewalk later,
Right.
because that's not a big issue at the moment. People are being murdered in the subways.
Yeah.
So we have people being pushed in front of the subways.
Yes, terrifying.
So,
That's right.
Yeah.
What is it? Eight people killed on subways this year so far? Something like that.
Easily that number.
terrifying the
Yeah.
fact that this has happened. I mean, I always stand with my back against the wall when I catch the subways.
I always do, or a hand
Oh, I
onto a
do.
pole.
I'm always
Yeah.
keeping an
But-
eye on
Be
it.
aware of
Speaking
your
of-
surroundings. Carry pepper spray, ladies. Men, carry
Absolutely.
pepper spray.
Yeah.
Just, again.
But just speaking of subways quickly and swords, just this morning on a New York City subway, a man was arrested for, again, hitting someone with a sword. So again,
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might have been that fellow you saw.
I know. See? They should have
And
gotten him the first time.
he should have been gotten the first time. All
Sarah
right.
Williamson, Brian Andersson, thank you
Thank
so
you, guys.
much.